Representatives Committee probing Nigeria's power sector reforms has issued fresh directive to key institutions ordering the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Transmission Company of Nigeria, and Surplus Gas Company to submit complete transaction documents by December the 9th. National Assembly correspondent Aniete Patrick has more.
At the start of the week's legislative sitting, Deputy Speaker and Chair of the Special Committee on Constitution Review, Benjamin Kalu, presented the committee's report for consideration. Deliberations were set to begin in not received copies of the report and needed additional time to review the proposed amendments.
I want to urge that we suspend discussing this document for now until next week, so that our colleague will have enough time to study, to read, so that we can come from the well-informed position.
We will plead, sir, very sincerely I will plead, that members be given time to look at this amendment, which is a constitutional amendment, not just a statutory amendment.
As a result, the House remained divided between members ready to commence debates and those seeking more time.
But I want to advise that whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. And when you want to do it well, they also say, why do you have to leave what you can do today until tomorrow?
We have come to a critical stage, and postponing the starting of this process is losing more days. If we start today, if it is only 10 members that can contribute today, we continue on Tuesday. You know, you have already taken 10 out of 360 contributions, probably. But if we lose today again, we have lost the whole week.
The Deputy Speaker aligned with the later group, and the decision to delay the debate was upheld.
What we don't start now, and we start it next week, I don't think we have lost so much. The most important thing is that the committee has met the target of finishing their work first week of December.
Meanwhile, the House also commemorated the International Day of Persons with Disabilities with a motion sponsored by Oke Joe Onukalusi. From the National Assembly, Aniete Patrick reporting for Global TV News.
The House of Representatives has postponed debates on the 45 bills for the 6th alteration of the 1999 Constitution until next week. The decision followed requests by members for more time to study the bills and consult widely. National Assembly correspondent Aniete Patrick reports. We'll bring you that report in a subsequent bulletin. The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Joa Jojo Amopitan, has called on Nigerians to support the commission in ensuring credible and peaceful elections. He made the appeal at the public presentation of a book titled Chronicles of Nigeria's Election, Journalist, authored by Shegu Ojomo. Our correspondent Sadia Yakubu reports.
The Independent National Electoral Commission Chairman, Professor Josh Amopitan, says journalists remain central to the credibility of Nigerians' electoral process. He says the INEC press corps serve as a vital bridge between the Commission and the voting public, while warning that robust electoral systems can be threatened by misinformation and deliberate distortion. He therefore called on journalists to play a frontline role in ensuring transparency, accuracy, and public confidence in election outcomes.
And this book, as we have heard, is more than a collection of stories. It is, as many observers note, a comprehensive documentation of the sacrifices, the risks, and behind-the-scene experiences of the reporters who cover our nation's complex electoral landscape.
The chairman said the book underscores the fact that democracy survives on public trust and journalists remain the electorate's strongest safeguard against manipulation and malpractice. He added that in an era where false narratives spread faster than the truth, professional reporting is more essential than ever.
About bringing into the fore and calling attention of the nation, of INEC, of the general public, to some of the travails that are inherent in this work, which we often neglect and don't even pay attention to.
The chairman stressed that technology alone cannot guarantee credible elections. Public trust in information does. He commended the press corps for helping shape national understanding of the electoral process through factual and responsible reporting. Sadia Yakubu, reporting for Global Television News.
First Lady Oluremi Tinubu says empowering persons with disabilities is a national duty that must consistently be upheld. She made the statement through the wife of the Imo State Governor, Chioma Uzodinma, and the Renewed Hope Initiative nationwide empowerment program, marking the International Day of Persons with Disability in Owerri. Global Television correspondent Amarachi Ibe reports.
Representing the First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, the wife of Imo State Governor Chioma Uzodinma says the program is aimed at strengthening livelihood, widening business opportunities, and advancing inclusion to ensure persons with disabilities are not left out. She adds that the initiative reflects the Renewed Hope Agenda's commitment to shared prosperity.
The Renewed Hope Initiative will provide a sum of 200,000 naira business recapitalization grants to 250 persons with disabilities in each state and the Federal Capital Territory to support small business owners to recapitalize their existing businesses and strengthen their means of livelihood.
Senator Oluremi Tinubu announced that the Renewed Hope Initiative has already supported more than 100 women petty traders and persons with disabilities with direct financial grants. She says the RHI initiative also cuts across agriculture, education, healthcare, disaster relief, and food assistance for widows, the elderly, IDPs, and vulnerable households.
It is worth noting that over the past 2 years, the Renewed Hope Initiative has supported over 100,000 women petty traders as small business owners, including persons with disabilities, with direct financial grants to grow their businesses.
Beneficiaries describe the support as timely, helping them stabilize their businesses and improve their livelihood. They thank the First Lady for initiating the program.
Honestly, this woman has been good for us, so I thank her. Thank the government itself for empowering the disabled. Honestly, I'm very overwhelmed. I'm happy.
I'm very, very happy. And thank God to Mommy to remember us. Thank God.
I think with this empowerment, my business will improve. I'm somebody that makes soap. I have Ostino soap production. So with this empowerment, I will improve my business.
The Renewed Hope Initiative says its goal is to ensure that every Nigerian, regardless of ability, has the opportunity to grow and contribute meaningfully to the society. From Owerri, Amarachi Ibe, reporting for Global TV News.
APC governors under the Progressive Governors Forum have applauded President Bola Tinubu's economic reforms and pledged to reinforce local security structures across their states. The commitment was made during a two-day meeting in Lagos chaired by Governor Hope Uzodinma, where the governors reviewed rising cases of adoption and violence and praised the improved coordination between the federal, state, and community security outfits. They also agreed to deepen reforms aimed at boosting transparency, accountability, and service delivery at the local government level as part of supporting the Renewed Hope agenda. A powerful tribute to resilience, unity, and national support, the Naval Officers' Wife Association, NOWA, celebrated 60 years of standing firm behind Nigeria's military families, marking 6 decades of service that continue to shape homes, strengthen communities, and support the nation's defenders. Samuel Odi reports.
NOWA members from across the country converged at the venue for an evening that honored the association's founding mothers, celebrated widows and young dependents, and showcased a documentary reflecting 6 decades of humanitarian impact. Stakeholders at the event described NOWA as a critical pillar in women empowerment, social development, and national unity. President, Naval Officers' Wives Association, Hajia Aisha Abbas, says the Diamond Anniversary reflects a legacy of compassion and purposeful service. She reaffirmed NOAA's commitment to educational support, healthcare initiatives, skills training, and welfare of families of both serving and fallen heroes.
We envision expanding our programs to further empower women, enhance welfare initiatives, and contribute meaningfully to the broader society. With innovation, collaboration, and renewed vigor, we shall elevate NOAA to greater heights.
The president of Nigerian Army Officers' Wives Association, Safia Hassan Shaibu, expressed delight at NOAA's remarkable journey, praising the association for being a stabilizing force for military households nationwide.
On this auspicious occasion of NOAA's 60th anniversary, tonight we gather here to commemorate your achievements over the years, which reflects your commitment, dedication, and service.
The special guest of honor and president of Defense and Police Officers' Wives Association, MENA Femi Oluyede, congratulated NOAA on reaching the 60th year milestone. She highlighted the strong collaboration among Military Officers' Wives Association, stressing that such synergy strengthens national peace and enhances the welfare structure of armed forces.
From those early beginnings, NOAA has grown into a formidable institution, touching lives through education, healthcare support, empowerment initiatives, humanitarian outreach, and sustained care for widows and vulnerable groups. 60 years of service is no small feat. It is the story of resilience, innovation, and purposeful leadership.
The evening wrapped up with musical performances by Naval Band and a ceremonial toast and a renewed pledge to deepen support for Nigerian Navy's mission. As NOAA steps into new decade, members said the goal remains clear: to sustain service, expand charity, and continue strengthening the families behind Nigeria's maritime defenders. Samuel Odi for Global Television News.
You're watching the live broadcast of AM News. When AM News return, Corporate Affairs Commission threatens to blacklist fintechs aiding unregistered POS operators. Details coming shortly, plus foreign and sports stories on the other side of this break. Please do stay with us. In business, the Nigeria Export Processing Zones Authority has urged the federal government to grant a 10-year tax relief to all operators within the Special Economic Zone SEZs. This is as it warns that failure to do so could undermine investor confidence and trigger disruption across the free zone ecosystem. The PO is coming barely 1 month before the implementation of the Nigeria's new Tax Act. The Corporate Affairs Commission has warned that fintech companies enabling unregistered POS operators will be blacklisted, signaling a renewed enforcement drive nearly a year after the deadline for compulsory registration elapsed. In a statement, the Commission said it has observed a rise in unregistered POS businesses operating in violation of CAMA 2020 and CBN agents banking rules, and stressed that all such activities must cease by January 1st, 2026. The CSE added that security agencies will be mobilized nationwide to enforce compliance, making it clear that no POS operator will be allowed to function without proper registration. The Naira continued its downward slide this week, closing at 1,445 to $1, as intensified festive season spending pushed up demand for foreign exchange and disrupted the stability previously seen in the market. Official CBN data showed a fluctuation but generally weakening trend throughout the week, with the currency trading between 1,447 Naira and 1,454 Naira at the official window, while the parallel market sources in Abuja reported rates as high as 1,472 to the dollar. Analysts say the renewed pressure reflects typical year-end behavior where importers, retailers, households increase dollar purchases for holiday-related transactions, thereby heightening FX demands. On the foreign scene, police in Tanzania have outlawed protests planned for Independence Day, raising fresh concerns after last month's post-election unrest that left many dead and thousands arrested. The UN has urged authorities to allow peaceful assembly and warned security forces against using force as police accuse organizers of planning disruption to hospital, property, and major roads. The United States says it is now reviewing its relationship with Tanzania over growing concerns about rights violation and violence against civilians. The United Nations has warned that Tanzania has stepped up its crackdown on opponents after contested elections in October that were marred by deadly violence. UN Human Rights Office spokesperson Faith Mangongo told a press briefing in Geneva that hundreds were reportedly killed and more than 2,000 detained after demonstrations broke out following the disrupted polls. Uyi Abumavwegbe has more.
From Nairobi. Hi, if we can see.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. Ahead of protests planned for Independence Day in Tanzania on the 9th of October.
Thank you very much. Let me see if there is any question in the room. I don't see any
serious cases. And also, I was curious, which pattern do you detect?
Reports indicate that hundreds of people were killed and over 2,000 detained by security forces when protests broke out following the 29 October general election. We urge the government to instruct the security forces to plan and implement their operations in a manner that allows Tanzanians to fully exercise their fundamental rights. And on the 3rd of December, police issued a blanket nationwide ban on all Independence Day protests. We call on the government to lift this overbroad, disproportionate step. This continued absence of transparent information risks further eroding public trust and heightening tensions at a critical moment. We call for the immediate and unconditional release of all those arbitrarily detained.
At least 11 people, including young children, have been killed and 14 others injured after gunmen opened fire inside a hostel used as illegal drinking spots in Sellville Township near Pretoria. Police say at least 3 attackers stormed the venue around 4:30 a.m. local time and began shooting randomly in what has become part of a worrying pattern of mass killing linked to unlicensed liquor premises. Authorities say no arrests have been made and warn that the country's worsening violent crime continues, with South Africa recording one of the highest murder rates globally. Now to sports. Abuja is celebrating another chapter of elite road racing as Kenya maintains its dominance at the 2025 Premium Trust Bank Abuja City Half Marathon, sweeping the top spot in both men and women categories. Anita Patrick completes the story.
Thousands of runners thronged the streets of the Federal Capital Territory for the second edition of Premium Trust Bank Abuja City Half Marathon, and once again, the East Africans proved unstoppable. In the men's race, Kenyans Kefa Namutala stormed to victory, finishing 1 hour, 5 minutes, 14 seconds, earning the top prize of $8,000. His compatriots Edwin Kim Yango and Ezekiel Chep Korimi followed closely, completing a full Kenyan sweep of the podium. Nigeria, however, had reasons to cheer. Adamu Shehu delivered the country's best performance, finishing 4th overall with a time of 1 hour, 8 minutes, 25 seconds, earning a combined reward of 2 million naira and $4,000. Another Nigerian, Outer Monday finished 8th overall and 2nd in the national category, taking home 1.5 million naira and $500.
We really appreciate Abuja Marathon and its team because it has done a very good job.
In the women's category, Kenyan's Mercy Jekemo clinched the title with a time of 1 hour, 14 minutes, 53 seconds, but it was Nigeria's Shembo Blessing and Akusho Lydia who thrilled the home crowd with a historic 2nd and 3rd place finish, both breaking the 1 hour, 17 minutes mark.
Firstly, I thank God because it is the first time half marathon to run in Abuja.
For the National Sports Commission, Chairman of the Commission, Shehu Diko, says the prominence this marathon gives to long-distance running in Nigeria is remarkable, as events like this can give Nigeria a comparative advantage in road racing.
Look at the economy around what is happening. Look at the promotion for Nigeria globally. So it's quite brilliant for us.
Organizers Nilo Sports Management and sole sponsor Premium Trust Bank received widespread commendation for staging what many describe as one of Nigeria's best organized international races. Officials say the goal is to elevate the Abuja City Half Marathon to a platinum-rated event, projecting Nigeria onto the global athletics map.
And the turnout this morning, we are so excited to be the sole sponsor of this event.
It was very, very good. I mean, Nilay Sports is a premium organizer when it comes to the races across Nigeria. They did a really good job.
With over 3,000 runners participating and strong international presence, the 2025 edition marks another step towards making Abuja a major destination for world-class road racing. Anie Tie Patrick reporting for Global TV News.
That's it on AM News. A quick reminder, Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen using @Global TV NG. I am Ubon Usoro. Bye for now.